What's up, everybody? I'm Duke James. Today is Monday. That means it was the weekend. I don't record on the weekend, so I went ahead a little bit. I think like a year or two, so not that much, but there is some stuff to talk about. So I've taken these English provinces over here. I think these 5. So I now do have a land connection between these provinces and these provinces over here. So I wanted to send colonial expeditions. I could go ahead and do that on a couple of these provinces. Those 3 provinces. I'll hold off on doing that though, because I want to do something else with that diplomatic power. Let's see. This province is now a core, so Potosi, which historically produced a lot of silver, also produces a lot of silver in the game, or it has the potential to produce a lot of silver. 750 mine size. So I'm going to go ahead and throw... I'm going to throw some ducats in there, but not 100, because I think that's too much. There's 60,000 people here. Labor difference is 47, so I'll go ahead and put... I'll put like 30-40 ducats in there. This province next door to it actually produces a lot of salt as well. So that has rock salt of size 450, I believe. If I can find the screen. Yep, size 450 rock salt. So I'll do an investment in that province as well. So I'll put 20 ducats in that province, and then 44 ducats into the silver mine province. Interestingly, with salt, for some reason, salt along the coast over here actually sells for 1243. 12 ducats 43. And I believe that's in all of the all of my provinces along in this Guyana node. Salt sells for 12 ducats, which exotics sell for 16.5 ducats. So salt is 4 ducats less than exotics. I'm not sure why, because next door in this province, salt sells for 3.79, and over here it sells for 3.3. So I would think that they would trade it. And it's not because I don't produce enough salt. I think I have a 100 salt surplus in my country, so I'm not sure why salt costs so much along the coast. I produce 317 units of salt, and I demand 211, so for some reason salt's just not getting over here, I guess. I have a merchant in the Amazon and over here, so not sure why that's happening. But I'll probably end up putting some ducats into salt over here. Because the salt industry is, some provinces are very wealthy. Like this province is making 104 ducats from salt. Capital is making 92 ducats. It really shouldn't. For some reason it's 4 times the price that it should be. I'll go ahead and put I'll put 30 ducats into those provinces. Then this province over here, obviously it produces salt. This province is like this province, 450 size salt. So I'll put some ducats into those provinces and get salt over there. I went ahead and I got maps from Manco, so I know this entire coastline now. I figured Chimu's pretty much the top dog. There's only a couple of other nations here, like this one, and Manco are, I believe, the only other independent nations, so I could pretty easily take out this guy, and then it's really just Chimu I would be fighting, and if I attack Chimu for provinces, then I get them in a peace deal, so their aggressive expansion really doesn't matter all that much, but I do have provinces over here, and I didn't know where this trade node, this thing is, so I couldn't actually trade with it. And then that would prevent these provinces from trading with the rest of my country, so I decided to discover that, and then I'll put a merchant there right now. I opened ship industries in every applicable province in my country, which I think it was like 300 ducats it cost. So now every province in my country should have ship industries, because I'm going to try to get my naval force limit up a lot, because I'm butting up against Portugal in a lot of places, up here, over here, now, up here. So Portugal and France together have 37 heavies combined. I'm going to try to get 15 heavies and then fight them. Before I fight them, I'm going to try to get 15 heavies minimum. I went ahead and I replaced my flagship from a light ship to a heavy ship, so I'll have a heavy ship as my flagship. I put the +2 trade power onto it. It's currently building, so I can't actually look at it, but I put the +2 trade power. I put the increased fleet width or whatever, and then some increased morale, so I'll have a little bit more firepower when I fight Portugal and France. And I think I have like 5 heavies right now. I'm building with the flagship 2 more, so that's about 7. Yeah, I'll have 7 heavies, so I'm gonna try to get at least 15 before I fight them. I'm gonna go ahead and build a fort here. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna hold off on that, because I have a fort here. I'm gonna build a fort over here. I'm gonna build a fort there. I'd rather build a fort here, but I don't have that province colonized, so I'll try and colonize that province when I can, but for now, this fort right here, since there's Amazon down here, will block movement coming this way, or this way. So that's good. That means that's all of my money, so I can't do any investing right now. But yeah, to increase my force limit, I'm still going to, I'm just going to reiterate that I'm going to focus on harborages and amenities. Amenities rank 2 was built in my capital, so I'm going to try to build a harborage rank 4 in my capital. That will help with CE and give me a little bit extra naval force limit. Plus some local shipbuilding time reduction, local ship repair, some increased commerce output as well. That's going to cost about 800 ducats, so that's going to be pretty expensive to build, so it won't be for a little bit. So other than that, there's a couple people that I can attack. These guys. This province actually has 155,000 peasantry. In order to border that province, I sent colonial frontiers here. This province has 112,000 peasantry, so that's a good amount of peasantry in that province alone. And then an additional 155,000 in that province. And then these guys up here have 309,000 peasantry in their province, so I could attack them as well. I'm not going to attack them now because my current ruler is a pacifist. He's also 64, so I imagine he's going to die soon. At the very least, his term will expire in 1620, so he's either going to die or his office will end. So that pacifism gives... it takes away 1 stability and gives 1 war exhaustion. Expansion of serfdom has ended. That is something that I can absolutely just spam every time it comes up, because peasant freedom does not decrease below 100%, even though I spam that. So that's a free 5% nobility favor. I'm not going to send any colonial frontiers right now because I want to do this. Yeah, this one. Restrict factional appointment of officials. This gives plus 25% bureaucratic influence, reduces state corruption by 0.05, negative 5% stability increase interval. So this should help give the bureaucrats a dominating position in the government, hopefully. They make right now 0.55 per month. The aristocrats have a lot of favor, though, or influence, because they make a lot of money. So their power is actually increasing by 0.12. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. They hardly have any privileges. They have 4 privileges. And then they only have this one gentry thing, so they're just gonna get power because they make a ton of money. They make 2,200 ducats, the burghers make 585, and the clergy make about 1,000, so... The clergy power is decreasing 0.05. Nobles, or, burghers are decreasing 0.02. And the clans are decreasing 0.32. I'm wondering if because these guys are decreasing so much, then that is also helping out the nobility increase. Might actually support burgher autonomy with the burghers. They would gain some power every year, but that might take away from the nobility. It would also give plus 20 burgher loyalty, so it would get that up. My only hesitation with this is it takes stability away. I'm going to lose 1 stability when I restrict factional appointment of officials, and I really don't want to spam temporary tax relief or grain for the commoners, so because I want as much money. If I do grain, that's going to cost like 15 ducats per month, and then doing tax relief, all of my money's from taxes, so I want to make a bunch of money in order to build some stuff right now, so I'll hold off on doing those two, which means I'm kind of limited with my stability, but it just means that I have to be a little bit more discerning on what I do. Alright, this... Okay, yeah, this province was completed. This is the river map mode, so... Rivers do not flow through here, but they might come through here. That's my assumption, and then I think it also... I assume this connects with this river system, which would be nice. Because that would be a great endpoint for a river system originating from the capital and just cutting across the entire continent. Then I believe this comes around and connects somewhere. Either connects this way or it connects with this. I'll figure that out once I do colonial frontiers over there. Another ship. You make 34 ducats, so that's 34 ducats with level 3 advisors. There is a way to get level 3 half-price advisors. Yeah, you can do aligning the cabinet with the aristocrats, which it nets you skill 3 military engineers in every category, and they're 50% off to employ, so you can do this align the cabinet. I've only noticed that ever with the aristocrats, though. If you do that same thing with the bureaucracy, they give you level 1. Oh, okay, this is level 3 actually now. Alright, maybe it was just because their power was lower. If I did this, I would lose 1 stability and gain 5 bureaucracy corruption. They would gain 0.25% power yearly for the next 5 years. That is like 2.5. It's 3 ducats, 3.5 ducats. So it's not a huge thing. What are they actually? What do they do? National arrest, monthly autonomy change. I think I have that guy right now. No? Okay, I was using that guy for a while. The navigator as well, so naval attrition and naval tradition for protecting trade. Which, I mean, I am protecting trade, so that's not the worst naval guy. And then merc cost reduction. Okay, that's pretty worthless because I don't have access to mercs. There's no mercs allowed in this campaign. The new merc system kind of screws over non-European countries. Because as far as I know, if you're not European, you can't really hire mercs. Because of the way, it's something to do with the way that they're sourced. I don't think anybody really in the world even has mercs. Okay, Yoloth has mercs, so they're not in Europe. So maybe that's not true. Dulkadir has some mercs. Not a whole lot of mercs anymore. Paradox kind of killed that. Alright, this guy's dead. Nice. We have a 3-2-1, 2-3-2, or 4-2-1, so not great. Not great people. We have a 2-3-2. And everybody hates me. That's fine. Fortunately, that reset our influence back down to 26. Hopefully this guy lasts through at least last year, or through at least next year. Let's see, England. England. Can I send an insult to them? Send an insult to England. I don't think that's gonna get me any power projection. If I can send an insult, they're my only rival. Might as well try it. No power projection there. That's unfortunate. That would have been, that actually would have been 1.5 years worth of extra monarch power. If I can get a second rival, I think that should give me +5. I don't think privateering... Cannot privateer over here, so... I don't think it's worthwhile to privateer, because I'd rather protect trade, because that helps out... It helps out your merchant centers. Bureaucratic expansion ended, so I'll go ahead and do that. We lose stability. Should be able to attack now, so I'll see if I can take out these guys. White thumb. These guys are not aligned with anybody. My force limit is 10, so... That's increasing. And my truce with these guys ended. They're allied with Kiwi Smonko. I'll do light looting. I'll make this guy commander. He's a 3040. I'll roll a general. A 5341. Not bad. That is a fort level 2 right there. Alright, I should have built 2 more. Yeah, Portugal has taken over a lot of territory over here. Kind of puts me in a awkward position because I could try to fight Chimu and try to take as much territory from them to keep it away from Portugal, but once they go below 100%, they're able to... Portugal is able to take over the rest of their territory. Potentially through having them concede themselves. So it's kind of a risk. I'd rather take out... Try to limit Portugal's ability to attack Chimu before I take anything from them. Not sure how that would work out, though. Alright, English Columbia, Flemish Mexico would join. Coalition, that's alright. They'll throw me 50 ducats. Go ahead and take that province. A nice province. 32 development. It has 300,000 peasantry. 6,700 people died. Alright, that's 6,200 residents. It also has a natural location, so that's a province that I can build up, potentially. It's also on the river system, so... That is worthwhile to build a harborage there because of that. A little bit of burgers. People are migrating out. There are 3,600 size farmlands, 1,800 size forestries. So let's go ahead and do 20 ducat investment into that, into farmlands. This requires 100 admin, 200 dip, 100 mill power, so I can go ahead and core this province. I'll just leave those troops there, actually. Have them manage autonomous rebel suppression. I'll take out these guys. Put that commander on there. Do light looting. Some of these provinces, they don't add overextension. I think I'll slow walk some of these provinces. Not coring them is going to add a lot of autonomy gain, though. Which, like this. Autonomy around the coastline. Autonomy around here is actually very good. Autonomy on the coastline is decreasing a little bit, and the provinces that I have harbors. Inland, not so great around here, which is definitely why I don't want to just go crazy getting these provinces, so that's why I'm trying to stick to the coast. Fortunately, taking provinces over here is going to add a lot of autonomy, though. I have to start that river system coming this way. I'll build that harborage level 4 in my capital, though. That should help out a little bit. Plus, I want to try to keep my investment into the capital until that's built up anyway, so that's why I'm going to invest there for a while. Couple factions rising up. Alright, bureaucrats' influence is above 30, so I should be able to do this. I could actually do 3. I could do this one that reduces provincial corruption and state corruption. That also decreases elite loyalty, and then institute literacy tests. A little bit of extra admin efficiency. My main problem with this, the admin efficiency is good, but it gives plus 10% elite power from wealth, which is going to make the nobility jump up a lot, I imagine. This one should help keep the bureaucrats in control, because if I can give the bureaucrats control of the government, then that is a 0.15 autonomy flip. Aristocrats being in control of the government adds 0.05 autonomy. The bureaucrats being in control reduces autonomy by 0.1, and it also reduces material costs for projects by 10%, so that would be good for building stuff, which is pretty much what this campaign is, building stuff. That's pretty much every campaign, you build stuff, so cheaper stuff is good long-term, faster to build, cheaper to build. And then that monthly autonomy reduction of 0.15 should help out in general. So 100 admin, 200 dip, 100 mil. Negative 30 relations between the elites, bureaucrats, and the states. Plus 5 bureaucracy corruption, 10 state corruption, and lose 1 stability. Right, negative 2 stability, so that's going to hurt for a little bit, but should probably go up to negative 1 soon, I imagine. Alright, they give me that province. I delete those troops until rebels pop up. Alright, this province was completed. I'm gonna put 10 ducats over there because I didn't do that before, and then 10 ducats over here into farmlands. Perfect. I'm gonna drill that cannon down there. And our stability is increasing slowly. Corruption bumped back up to 60%, but that's gonna happen. Hopefully the bureaucrats can take over soon. That would be nice. At the very least, if they can stay above 30, then that'll help when I have to do a couple more reforms. I won't have to promote them to get 20 influence. That costs bureaucracy corruption, and it makes everybody else mad, which I imagine everybody's already mad at me anyway. Which doesn't really matter that much, but the bureaucracy corruption, I'd rather avoid that. Okay, the aristocrats are actually negative 29, metropolitans negative 34, spiritualists negative 31, chiefs negative 5, bureaucrats negative 20. And then we have this flagship now. So I will send that to go with... I believe that should work. Even though the trade power is on a flagship, it should still work because they can protect trade. Death of a major player. You know, I was thinking to myself, I wanted one of these events to pop up. So I can either have them lose 10 aristocratic influence, or 20 aristocratic influence, in exchange for negative 30 relations between the aristocrats and the state, and some progress towards stability. You know what, I'm gonna do that. So the bureaucrats in a dominant position, they actually dropped more than 20. Hopefully it holds through the next year, because I know every year it recalculates this, and will just heap influence on some estates. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Because I really want that monthly autonomy change. That would be nice. That decreases autonomy everywhere by 0.15. Good. Just a flat 0.15. Alright, they go protect trade. Yeah, that still works, because trade power is now 7.3. And the trade power of the heavy galleon itself is 2, since it adds 2 to every province, to every ship. think I should have enough money for the harborage to be built in my capital. Yeah, 830 ducats, so I'll go ahead and get started on that. That reduces the embark cost, I believe, to 10%. 10% embark cost for CE. And per 1,000 burgers, which I don't think we have that much burgers, it adds 4.8. Its total naval force limit gain is 4.8, and per 1,000 residents is 0.6. So, I mean, I'm hoping that's at least a couple. We have 308 burgers in this province. And 18,000 residents, so that might be like one force limit. It also adds commerce, and then obviously the CE reduction, so that's still overall worthwhile. My army force limit is now 11, so that's nice, and my naval force limit is actually 26, so I have 10 trade ships, 7 heavies. I want 15 heavies before I start fighting Portugal and France. They're gonna add cost, but not give me much in terms of money. I'm not sure if I want to just build 8 straight. I think I'll build up to 10 heavies and then 15 lights, and then I'll have the lights will help with money. I'll just build a couple light ships, and then I'll build heavies. Alright, this province has a harborage rank 3, so definitely want to start going up north in terms of harborages. Harborage here would be good, because that's the start of this river system. This river system that I don't know where it goes, but I imagine it should penetrate deep into the interior, so I'll start building a harborage there. 181 ducats. I also want to build amenities here, because it does have a harborage rank 3, so if I build amenities, that should hopefully help out with naval force limit. There's a lot of provinces that I actually need amenities rank 1. I'm just in need of money. Which would help out if I fight Portugal. At the very least, taking a province and holding it, like fighting for this province and holding that, I should be able to get like ducats at least from them, war reps. And they actually, Portugal makes 226 ducats, so 10% of that would be 22 ducats. So it is actually worthwhile to start fighting them, even if I don't take territory from them. We make 61 ducats. Looks like our taxation decreased, probably because of the corruption. Yeah, we make 1,000 ducats from property, 812, so our revenue is 1,400. 812 of that is going towards corruption. Looks like laws corruption is increasing. I think it was like 4% at the start of the campaign, so it's now at 12%. Gentry corruption decreased from 20 to 10%. Looks like autonomy is now 1.382, so that decreased from like 1.403, so that is decreasing. Yeah, so if I fight Portugal, they'll give me 20 ducats a month if I get war reps. Now that is 10%, so I figure if I do it for this one, I just have to protect. I have to keep that province and then just protect this coastline. The good news is if they send over troops, a lot of their troops should die, hopefully. At least a lot of French troops will die, because that's pretty far to go without them owning any provinces, so. And the thing is, I'm probably not going to end up fighting 37 heavies in one sea zone, so... And most of this is my coast. France doesn't have a lot of coast. If I fight Portugal, like, here, then I don't have to worry about that, so... I think I'll just build a couple heavies right now. Maybe build up to 10. I'll be over my force limit, but hopefully that increases. Maybe like 13 heavies, I'll fight them. But I think for now I'm going to end this part here and pick up on the next part, so thanks for watching. Goodbye.